Well, I'm sure by now you've all seen the bleeding arts banging on about the illegal immigrants who went down to Davy Jones' locker yesterday, which also includes the utter scumbags at the UN saying we need to open more safe routes for them.
Bollocks.
Them fuck pigs we'll deal with in a moment, but first I want to deal with the Ben Habib clip doing the rounds that has Tosspot's crying he's evil and all this tribe.
And if they choose to scupper that dinghy, then yes, they have to suffer the consequences of their actions.
Then you would leave them to drown?
They cannot... absolutely, they cannot be infantilized to the point that
I have
we
no doubt, Ben, that that is a policy that would work quite well. However, that is not a policy that a civilised country should endorse.
Why is that uncivilised, Julia? Explain
because we
to
don't
me why.
leave people to drown, because we're civilised human beings. I don't want
Julia,
these people here. I don't think they should be infantilised either. But I wouldn't leave someone to drown. No, I wouldn't. I don't think there's anyone in Border Force of the Royal Navy who would do that.
Well, I'm afraid border force means using force at the border. If we're not prepared to use force at the border, we will have open borders.
Yeah, him stating facts about stupid, illegal actions having consequences is apparently evil in the pussy-whipped version of reality we now live. It's like me expecting sympathy for crashing at 120 miles an hour despite it being a stupid illegal action that I chose to bloody take. This I actually tweeted yesterday when I see Sky News banging on about it, asking someone to get me the world's smallest violin, but as yet we can't find one small enough. Some people even tried to use the fact a 7-year-old apparently died during all this, which while traffic only makes me despise their parents even more, and I hope they live a long life filled with guilt for killing their own kid. At the end of the day, they jumped in a boat from France, which last I checked might be a bit of a shithole thanks to immigration, but is considered a safe country unlike Rwanda, which every left-leaning anti-racist thinks is not safe because I guess it's filled with black people. Yeah, it's comical watching all these so-called anti-racists screaming that a majority black country's not safe, and so they need to be with the white Europeans instead. That to me seems like a bit of racial supremacy Austrian painters would be proud of. I don't know about you lot. But as you heard in that clip, Julia Hartley Bullshitter is the perfect example of what I mean by the current times pussy-whipped wet wipes, as she sits there trying to say that a country should not let foreigners drown, when in reality it's not our problem to bloody care. First, they are illegal immigrants doing something they shouldn't be doing, and secondly, they didn't even die in British bloody waters. This is because the incident happened off a French beach, not a British one, so even by the biggest stretch of imagination, it's nothing to bloody do with us. And on that basic fact there, the UN saying we need to open more safe routes can fully fuck off, because the immigrants are already safe in France, so they don't need safe routes, do they? In fact, the only safe routes for immigrants should be out of the UK and Europe, using the nearest exit possible, so bollocks to the UN and its safe routes crap.
I'm not fucking interested.
Pandemic.
Where are